Doctors warn that if you're over 50 and struggling with your weight, blood sugar, or constant food cravings, there's something happening inside your body right now that could be silently putting your health at serious risk. Please don't ignore this message, because what I'm about to share with you could be the missing piece of the puzzle that finally helps you take control of your health after years of frustration. My name is Dr. Sarah, and I've been practicing internal medicine for over 20 years. In all my years of treating patients, I've never seen a medical breakthrough create as much hope and transformation as what we're witnessing with GLP-1 in 2025. But here's what concerns me deeply. Too many people, especially those over 50, are either completely unaware of this life-changing discovery or they're getting dangerous misinformation about it from unreliable sources. As a doctor who has watched countless patients struggle with diabetes, obesity, and metabolic disorders, I beg you to listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. Your life, your energy, and your future health may depend on understanding this critical information about your body's own natural GLP-1 system. Let me start by telling you about Margaret, one of my patients who came to see me last spring. She was 67 years old, had been battling type 2 diabetes for 15 years, and despite trying every diet, every exercise program, and taking multiple medications, she felt like she was losing the fight against her own body. She told me with tears in her eyes, "Doctor, I feel like my body is working against me. No matter what I do, I can't control my appetite, my blood sugar spikes after every meal, and I'm gaining weight even when I barely eat." Margaret's story broke my heart because I knew she wasn't alone. Millions of people over 50 are experiencing the exact same frustration, and here's why. As we age, our body's production of a crucial hormone called GLP-1 naturally begins to decline. This isn't your fault, and it's not a sign of weakness or lack of willpower. It's simply biology. GLP-1 stands for glucagon-like peptide 1, and think of it as your body's master controller for blood sugar, appetite, and metabolism. When you're young, your intestines produce plenty of this hormone naturally every time you eat. It sends powerful signals to your brain saying, "You're satisfied, you can stop eating now." It also tells your pancreas to release the right amount of insulin to keep your blood sugar stable, and it slows down how quickly food moves through your stomach, helping you feel full for hours after a meal. But here's the problem that most doctors don't explain clearly enough to their patients. Starting around age 40 and accelerating after 50, your body produces less and less GLP-1. It's like having a dimmer switch slowly being turned down on one of your body's most important regulatory systems. This is why so many people find themselves fighting constant hunger, experiencing blood sugar roller coasters, and gaining weight even when they're eating less than they did when they were younger. Doctors warn that this natural decline in GLP-1 production isn't just about weight gain or appetite control. When your GLP-1 levels are low, your entire metabolic system becomes dysregulated. Your blood sugar becomes harder to control, putting you at risk for diabetes complications. Your brain doesn't receive the proper signals about satiety, leading to overeating and constant food cravings. Your stomach empties too quickly, causing blood sugar spikes and crashes that leave you feeling tired, irritable, and desperately hungry again within hours of eating. This is why traditional dieting advice often fails for people over 50. Well-meaning friends, family members, and even some healthcare providers will tell you to just eat less and move more, but they don't understand that your body's internal appetite and blood sugar control system isn't working the way it did when you were younger. It's like trying to drive a car with a broken fuel gauge and faulty brakes. No matter how good your intentions, the underlying system needs to be fixed first. Now, here's where the story gets incredibly hopeful and why 2025 is being called the year of the GLP-1 revolution in medicine. Scientists have developed medications that these aren't stimulants or appetite suppressants that force your body into an unnatural state. Instead, they work by mimicking and enhancing your body's own natural GLP-1 system. Let me tell you what happened when Margaret started GLP-1 therapy. Within the first week, she called my office amazed. Doctor, for the first time in years, I ate a normal portion at dinner and actually felt satisfied. I didn't spend the evening thinking about food or searching through the refrigerator. By her 1 month follow-up, her blood sugar readings had stabilized in ranges she hadn't seen in over a decade. After 3 months, she had lost 23 pounds without feeling deprived or constantly hungry. But Margaret's transformation went beyond the numbers on the scale or her blood sugar readings. She told me, I feel like I have my life back. I have energy to play with my grandchildren. I can go out to dinner with friends without panicking about what to order. Most importantly, I don't feel like I'm fighting my own body anymore. This is what proper GLP-1 function does for your body. And this is why doctors are calling it the biggest breakthrough in metabolic medicine in decades. When your GLP-1 system is working optimally, you naturally eat appropriate portions because your brain receives clear signals when you've had enough. Your blood sugar remains stable throughout the day because your pancreas releases insulin at exactly the right times and in exactly the right amounts. Your stomach empties at the proper pace, keeping you satisfied for hours between meals. Please don't ignore this if you're experiencing unexplained weight gain, constant food cravings, or difficulty controlling your blood sugar. These aren't character flaws or signs that you need more willpower. These are symptoms that your body's natural GLP-1 system may need support. Now, I want to address some of the concerns and misinformation that I'm hearing from patients about GLP-1 medications. Some people worry that these treatments are too new or unnatural. Let me put your mind at ease with the facts. GLP-1 medications have been safely used for diabetes treatment for over 15 years. The newer formulations that are making headlines for weight loss are simply improved versions of medications that have helped millions of people manage their diabetes safely and effectively. These medications don't work by forcing your body to do anything unnatural. Instead, they restore a natural hormonal function that your body has gradually lost over time. Think of it like wearing glasses when your vision starts to decline with age, or taking thyroid medication when your thyroid doesn't produce enough hormones naturally. You're not changing your body's fundamental nature, you're simply providing support for a system that isn't working as efficiently as it once did. As a brain doctor, I beg you to understand that the food cravings and appetite control issues you may be experiencing aren't happening in your mind. They're happening because of real, measurable changes in your hormone levels and brain signaling. When patients tell me they feel like they have no willpower around food, I explain to them that willpower has very little to do with it. If your GLP-1 levels are low, your brain literally isn't receiving the chemical signals it needs to feel satisfied after eating. This is why I have seen so many patients over 50 blame themselves for weight gain or loss of appetite control when the real issue is a medical condition that can be treated. It's heartbreaking to watch someone struggle with shame and self-blame when there's a medical solution that could help them feel like themselves again. But here's something crucial that I need you to understand. Not all GLP-1 treatments are the same, and not all patients are good candidates for every type of GLP-1 therapy. This is why it's absolutely essential to work with a knowledgeable healthcare provider who can evaluate your individual situation, medical history, and health goals to determine the best approach for you. Some patients do wonderfully with once-weekly injections, while others respond better to daily medications. Some people need higher doses to see results, while others are very sensitive and do best starting with lower amounts and gradually increasing. Your kidney function, other medications you're taking, your history with gastrointestinal issues, and many other factors all play a role in determining the safest and most effective treatment plan for your unique situation. Doctors warn that trying to navigate GLP-1 treatment without proper medical supervision can be dangerous. I've seen patients who ordered medications from questionable online sources and experienced serious side effects because they weren't properly screened or monitored. I've also seen people give up on treatment too quickly because they experienced temporary side effects that could have been easily managed with proper dose adjustment and medical guidance. This small daily change, working with a qualified healthcare provider to optimize your GLP-1 function, can protect your life in ways that go beyond weight loss or blood sugar control. When your metabolic system is functioning properly, you reduce your risk of heart disease, stroke, kidney problems, nerve damage, and many of the serious complications that can develop from poorly controlled diabetes and obesity. Let me share another patient story that illustrates just how life-changing this can be. Robert came to see me at age 58, weighing 280 pounds and taking 4 different medications for diabetes, high blood pressure, and cholesterol. He was facing the possibility of insulin injections and had been told by another doctor that he would likely need knee replacement surgery within 2 years because of the stress his weight was putting on his joints. Robert was skeptical about trying GLP-1 therapy because he had tried everything before and nothing had worked long-term. But he was also terrified of the health complications he was facing, so he agreed to give it a try. The transformation was remarkable. Over the course of 8 months, he lost 67 pounds, was able to reduce his diabetes medication from 4 pills to just 1, and his knee pain improved so dramatically that he canceled his knee replacement consultation. But what Robert told me at his recent checkup moved me to tears. "Doctor, my wife says I'm the man she married 30 years ago. I have energy to work in the garden, I can keep up with my teenage son when we go hiking, and for the first time in years, I'm not afraid of what my future health is going to look like." This is what optimal metabolic health can do for your life. And this is why I'm so passionate about making sure people understand their options when it comes to GLP-1 therapy. Your body wants to function properly. Your metabolism wants to work efficiently. Your appetite control system wants to send you clear, appropriate signals. Sometimes, especially as we get older, these systems just need a little medical support to function the way they're designed to. Now, I want to be completely honest with you about what to expect if you decide to explore GLP-1 treatment. This isn't a magic bullet that works overnight, and it's not right for everyone. Most people start to notice changes in their appetite and food cravings within the first week or 2, but significant weight loss and blood sugar improvements typically take several months to become apparent. Some people experience mild nausea, especially when first starting treatment or when doses are increased. This is usually temporary and can be minimized by starting with lower doses and increasing gradually. Eating smaller meals, avoiding very fatty or spicy foods when you first start treatment, and taking the medication as directed by your doctor can help reduce any digestive side effects. It's also important to understand that GLP-1 therapy works best when combined with healthy lifestyle choices. This doesn't mean you need to follow an extreme diet or exercise program, but making reasonable choices about nutrition and staying as active as your body allows will enhance the benefits of treatment and improve your overall health outcomes. Doctors warn that some insurance companies are still catching up to covering GLP-1 medications for weight management, even though they readily cover them for diabetes treatment. This is changing rapidly as more research demonstrates the profound health benefits of these treatments, but it's something to discuss with your healthcare provider and insurance company when exploring your options. Please don't let cost concerns prevent you from having a conversation with your doctor about whether GLP-1 therapy might be appropriate for you. Many pharmaceutical companies offer patient assistance programs, and some healthcare providers work with specialized pharmacies that can help make treatment more affordable. Additionally, the long-term savings in terms of reduced medication costs, fewer doctor's visits, and prevention of serious complications often make GLP-1 therapy cost-effective even if there is an initial out-of-pocket expense. As a doctor who has dedicated her career to helping people live healthier, happier lives, I want you to know that you don't have to accept constant hunger, uncontrolled food cravings, or steadily worsening blood sugar as inevitable parts of aging. You don't have to resign yourself to taking more and more medications or facing increasingly serious health complications. Your body's GLP-1 system is designed to help you maintain a healthy weight, stable blood sugar, and appropriate appetite throughout your entire life. If that system isn't working as well as it once did, there are safe, effective medical treatments that can help restore proper function and give you back control over your health. I think about patients like Margaret and Robert every day, and I'm filled with hope for what's possible when people have access to the right information and appropriate medical care. These aren't isolated success stories. They represent what's possible for millions of people who are struggling with the same issues you may be facing. This small daily change, taking a GLP-1 medication as prescribed by your healthcare provider, can protect your life and restore your confidence in your body's ability to maintain good health. But the first step is having an honest conversation with a qualified medical professional about your symptoms, your health goals, and whether GLP-1 therapy might be appropriate for your situation. If you're experiencing constant food cravings, difficulty controlling your appetite, unexplained weight gain, or blood sugar problems, please don't wait to seek help. Every day that your metabolic system remains dysregulated is another day of increased risk for serious health complications. I want to leave you with this hopeful truth. Your best health days don't have to be behind you. With the right medical support, including potentially GLP-1 therapy, you can feel energetic, confident, and in control of your health well into your golden years. The science is clear, the treatments are available, and qualified healthcare providers are ready to help you explore your options. What matters most is that you take that first step of advocating for your own health and having an honest conversation about what's possible. Remember, you deserve to live without constant hunger, blood sugar roller coasters, and the fear of worsening health complications. You deserve to feel confident in your body and optimistic about your future. GLP-1 therapy may be the key that unlocks the healthy, vibrant life you've been working toward. Thank you for taking the time to learn about this life-changing medical breakthrough. If this information has been helpful to you, please give this video a thumbs up so more people can discover the hope and healing that GLP-1 therapy can provide. Subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based health information that can help you live your best life at any age. Most importantly, please share this video with friends and family members who may be struggling with weight, appetite control, or blood sugar issues. Someone you care about may be suffering in silence, blaming themselves for problems that are actually medical conditions with effective treatments available. Your health matters, your quality of life matters, and you have more options than you may realize. Here's to your health, your happiness, and your brightest days ahead.